Yeah. 2. Yeah. Aye. I'm jacking the beat, you calling the cops. The yapping is cheap, I call you the ops. The rapping is heating, it's all cause of pop. You get a leak for the ball, get a drop. Feel like I'm wrong when I double it back, cause I'm making it harder to catch that. But I covered the ticket, I call you to visit. You tipping and hit up the cash app. Baby girl, been around for it, yeah. In the old days, I was stuck in old ways. Never really trying to flip the old page. Young man tripping at an old age. Thinking I was flicking, had a low wage. Led the bro days, then a slow praise. Thinking it'd be different, it would gon' change, then it really didn't. It's a cold game, yeah. Ay, all I really wanted was the money in the pocket. Got over money, but the money ain't the topic. Like Bill Doe, and the money gotta stop it. Kid need food, and the whip need juice. I'ma get these views when the
party. I'm in here grinding, money I'm stacking. Why they rock diamonds? I can't relate to them, ain't my shit coming. I set a goal for me, 2 or 3 commas. 7 figures, 8 figures to 9 figures. On a slow pace to get rich quick. Same time we just think different. Cause when you make it, it hit different.
What it do, baby? It's your partner Dale back in the saddle again for another edition of the Countermoves Podcast, guys, on Thursday at 8:30 p.m., guys. Thank you for blessing me with your time. If you could, do me a favor, no matter what platform that you're on, share, like, and subscribe. And if you're on either on Rumble or YouTube, hit the little bell so you get alerted when I go live, guys. And, man, this was going to be a really good one, so grab your pens and paper today, guys, because this one is going to be a very good one. We're going to dive into something, guys, that has been a hot topic for the last 3 to 4 years, 2.5 to 3.5 years, right? It's a major topic right now in today's election season. And it's been a hot topic for a lot of Americans as well, because they've been feeling it in their pocketbooks a little bit. And so I'm always asked concerning the economy. I'm always asked concerning what side hustles that people should begin in this economy that's kind of inflationary happy. And so I thought it'd be wise for me to sit down and unpack this stuff of concerning the inflation. Now, I want to preface this real fast. This is not a show that I'm going to favor candidates at all, because this is going to be about the election. It's going to be a policy-led discussion. We're going to present the facts, right, as they are from reputable sources, and then you get to make the decision. It is that simple, that easy. But I advise you guys, you're going to want to share this one, guys, because this is going to be a very, 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 very good topic. So, guys, let's dive into this one real quickly. And I don't know why I'm not live on Twitter, but we'll fix it. It is what it is. Guys, today's topic is going to be about inflation. It's kind of a hot debate between the candidates. President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. This is going to be about inflation. I've been on a lot of lives, whether it be on Instagram, TikTok, as well as I've been asked to talk, do public speaking concerning the election and also economics, guys, on a lot of podcasts as well. And we're going to talk about this inflation, guys. So let's dive in this real quickly. There's a hot debate about this, about what inflation is. So I thought it'd be wise for us to unpack these numbers very quickly. Let's dive into these numbers real quickly here, guys. It says, let's look at the U.S. inflation rate from 2016 to 2024. Notice the dates, guys. 2016 is when President Donald Trump was elected, and 2024 is when President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, that term will end, right? As far as President Biden's term. So we're going to look at the inflation numbers based on those 8 years, all right? Apples to apples scenario, right? So let's dive into this real quickly. Here we go. Now, Here we go. I'm going to get rid of this real quickly so we can see what's going down, guys. Now, let's look at this real quickly. I'm going to make it bigger for the folk in the back row. Okay, in the back row. There we go. Now, this is the current inflation. This is the usinflationcalculator.com. Non-biased, but non-biased, uscalculation.com, guys. And we're going to walk through this and we're going to see exactly what's going down. Now, watch this. All right. Here is the chart section of this. So if you could write this down, or you can see it on the screen. In 2016, when Trump got into office, the inflation rate was 2.1%. All right. 2017, 2.1%. 2018 down to 1.9%. This is the average year, right? Here we go. Then you have in 2019 2.3%, guys. And then you have in 2020, right? This is after COVID. After COVID, on his way out, Trump exited his term at 1.4% in the inflation rate. 1.4%, right? It's real simple. Now, let's look at the 2021. This is Biden's first year in office. 7% for the year, right? Then you have 6.5% in 2022, right? Then you have 3.4%. Then you have 3%. So you kind of see it kind of going down. Now, here's what I want you guys to kind of see real quickly. And I noticed this, and you're going to see this in a second, all right? This is a very important Countermoves Podcast. From 2014, which is the end of Obama's, right? And this is Obama, right? And then from 2014 to 2021, the inflation rate was calculated in a certain way, right? And in a normal way. In 2022 to 2024, that calculation has changed. And you're going to see that in a second, guys. You're going to see that in a second to see what's going on, guys. So I want you guys to see that from the numbers. Now let's go down real quickly, a little bit further. And this goes right here, guys. This right here goes from month to month. Oh, no. Month to month, guys. So here's 2016. Boom. We're going to highlight it. Trump gets in office 1.4, January 1.0, 1.9, 1.1, 1.1, 1.0, 1.0, 0.8, 1.1, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 2.1, 1.3. That's for 2016. Now, 2017. Trump is in office still. 2.5, 2.7, 2.4, 2.2. This is by month, right? 1.9, 1.6, 1.7, 1.9, 2.2, 2.0, 2.2, 2.1, and 2.1, right? 2018. Here we go. 2018. Oh, my bad. 2018. Here we go. Now, January 2.1, 2.2, 2.4, 2.5, 2.8, 2.9, 2.9, 2.7, 2.3, 2.5, 2.2, 1.9, and 2.4, right? No problem. Almost done. It's 2019. This is Trump's third year. 1.6, 1.5, 1.9, 2.0, 1.8, 1.6, 1.8, 1.7, 1.7, 1.8, 2.1, 2.3, and 1.8. Then we have 2020. This is Trump's last year, right? Here we go. 2.5, 2.3, 1.5, 0.3, 0.3, sorry. 0.1, 0.6, 1.0, 1.3, 1.4, 1.2, 1.2, 1.4, 1.2. Trump now leaves office. Now we're in the Biden administration. Here we go. Now, January 1.1, I'm sorry, 1.4, 1.7, 2.6, 4.2, 5.0, 5.4, 5.4, 5.3, 5.3, 6.2, 6.8, 7.0, 4.7. All right, 2022. Here we go. Month to month. This is important. 7.5. Drastic up now. 7.9, 8.5, 8.3, 8.6, 9.1, 8.5, 8.3, 8.2, 7.7, 7.1, 6.5, 8.0. Then 2023. Here we go. 6.4, 6.0, 5.0, 4.9, 4.0, 3.0, 3.2, 3.7, 3.7, 3.2, 3.1, 3.4, 4.1. And in 2024, guys, we have 3.1, 3.2, 3.5, 3.4, 3.3, 3.0. This is the month by month when it comes to inflation. Month by month. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. It's not allowing me to do it on Twitter. It's all good. Good guys. All right. Now we've seen this real quickly. Now what tripped me out is now people may be saying, okay, that's a lot of numbers. It is. It's important for you to know the damn numbers. You got to know the numbers, guys. Got to know the numbers. Now what I want to do, guys, is it's very simple here. Is we've seen the numbers now from 2016 to 2024. You see the numbers. Now, I want you guys to hear something real quickly here. Dr. Phil, again, non-biased person, right? Looking for the facts, actually did a show, right? With consumers talking about the inflationary effect on goods and services. And I want you to hear these numbers, guys, right? And then we'll dive a little bit deeper into the numbers also when it comes to 2022. So let's bring Dr. Phil on real quickly, guys. And what we'll do is, here we go. There we go. Let's bring him on. And let's hear these numbers. I want you to pay attention right to these numbers real quickly. Look at these numbers. Look at the numbers real quickly. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so everybody can see what's going on. Here we go. Let's see.
Take a look at what's going on. Electricity, 25% increase. Wow. Auto insurance up 33%. Used cars up 35%. Hotels up 15%. Groceries. This matters, up 25%. And this is a big one. You need $11,434 additional just to maintain the same living standard that you had in 2021.
That's crazy town, guys. Did you guys just hear what Dr. Phil just said? $11,000 additional for you to maintain living standards that you had back in 2021. It's crazy town. And that's before the big uptick in inflation in 2022. Let's keep going, guys. He's not done. Let's go.
Did y'all get a raise?
No.
Between now and then? But that's what's happening. And those between 40 and 49 years old, highest credit card debt ever. Balances are averaging $7,600 because people are living on their credit cards, right?
Yes.
They're maxing those out. Rent is up 30%. Mortgage rates doubled.
Wow.
It's getting worse, not better.
Wow.
So what do you tell yourself about what you're going to do, how you're going to go about climbing out of this? Because we're headed in the wrong direction.
For us, we have to prioritize. We have to say something. We have bills that overlaps.
Wow.
You know, the cell phones, they can wait. We got to pay the rent. That's first. Food has to be on the table first.
Wow.
So we prioritize. So you just tackle the major stuff and you get to the other stuff when you can.
You say you're frustrated that people aren't listening.
So I want you guys to hear what this young man was talking about. Look at those numbers, guys. So I want you to look at those numbers that we just went through. Take it in, right? Don't put your head in the sand. Look at the damn numbers. Now, guys, you saw the numbers, but what got me out, and Craig, I see you on Instagram. The site is usinflationcalculator.com. usinflationcalculator.com. That's where we got those numbers from, month to month and year over year. Now, guys, I want you guys to see something real quickly here. Let me go ahead and get rid of Dr. Phil real quickly here. Now, and just look up Dr. Phil. You'll see that you can see the entire video itself of him interviewing that couple. Guys, now these numbers here, let's go back to the numbers real fast. Because again, I like dealing with facts. Let's go back to these numbers real fast here, guys. Now, with back, y'all. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Look at these numbers real quickly, guys. I want y'all to see these numbers real quickly. Let me go back real quickly here. Share. Replace the screen. 1 sec here, guys. Go back to the number. Look at these numbers here. I want you guys to see these numbers. See the damn numbers. What is going on? Why won't you show? Come on now. Okay, share. All right, you're not gonna share? You're not gonna share. Okay, hold on, guys. We got some problems going on here. What's going on here? We're gonna stop sharing. Okay, we're gonna stop sharing. Give me 1 second, guys. Something going on. And there we go. Okay, someone's going on. Here we go. Gotcha. I want y'all to see these numbers real quick. Let's get this out the way. And I want to point out something that's very important, right? Do you see this right here? These numbers here, guys. You see from 2016 here. I want to pay attention to 2021 and 2022. Really, you wanted 2022. And then you begin to see in 23 and 24 it go down. Now, you actually heard Dr. Phil say, right? You actually heard him say concerning these numbers, like, okay, wait a minute. If the inflation is going down, as what this is actually saying, guys, no, it's usinflationcalculator.com. All right. usinflationcalculator.com. All right. Now these numbers, if this is correct, guys, right here, 3.4 and 3%, how can Dr. Phil say what he's saying concerning inflation? Because this was recorded this year. So some ain't adding up when it comes to the numbers, because it don't make no damn sense, right? So if he hadn't shared this live, guys, you got to share this live now, because we finna dive into these numbers very quick. I'll be right back. Here we go. Most individuals that I talk to today, they're really concerned about the economy, specifically the volatility of it. Now, the area of their concerns really centers around the variable of inflation. And inflation right now is really outpacing people's wages, number one. And number two, it's beginning to affect their 401k and IRAs, because their retirement accounts are connected or intertwined with the stock market. Over the years, I've been fairly successful in real estate investing. Currently, I own about $35 million worth of real estate under management. And also my partner and I have been able to build our private equity and venture capital firm to about $1.2 billion worth of assets under management. Now, this success has taken place in up or down economies. Now, whenever there's volatility in the market, opportunities begin to show up. There are 3 investment strategies that, if implemented the correct way, any investor can go from 0 to 6 figures in the next 6 to 12 months. Click on the link below or swipe up, and let's talk through these strategies. All right, guys, we're back, guys. Now, let's dive into these numbers real quickly. And I got to ask this question, and this is really for the years of 2022, 23, and 24, but it's really began in 2022. I gotta ask this question, guys, because for Dr. Phil to say what he's saying for a show that was recorded this year, right? Something ain't add up with the numbers at all. So I ask this question: has the U.S. government manipulated the inflation rate? I gotta ask that question, guys, because it don't make no sense. All right, so there's no one more qualified to dive into this from an unbiased standpoint than my dude Patrick Bet-David, guys, with Valuetainment, guys. We're going to allow for him to talk through this real quickly, guys, and we're going to, and this topic is about has the U.S. government manipulated the inflation rate? Here we go. Let's dive into these numbers real fast. Here we go.
So a lot of people are concerned, confused, and wondering what the hell is going on with inflation, because they're saying inflation is going lower, but just in Q1, they announced 270,000 job cuts by U.S. employers, up 396% above last year. Same time, 5 times more. The last time we had something like this, if you take out COVID, was 2009. Yet people are starting to realize just this year, 2 or 3 months ago, they changed something in the Bureau of Labor Statistics on the way they measure inflation, and people are starting to realize why they.
My man just said they changed something. What did they change, guys? What did they change? Let's dive into these numbers real deeply. What did they change? Let's dive into it. Here we go.
they did it to not get people to be concerned. Wait till you see some of this data in today's episode. I want to give a quick shout out today. Need a little bit more financing. Yesterday, I'm talking to a place like Funding Grow. Up any of your equity. The listeners receive free access. So if you get value from the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So they're telling us inflation today is 6.5%, give or take. Yeah, inflation is fine at 6.5%. It's not really as bad as you think it is. And a lot of people are confused saying, how is that even possible? Because chicken's up 10.5%.
Wow.
Butter is up 26%. Milk is up 50%. Egg 170% in certain markets. Coffee 13%. Baby food 10%. Rice and pasta 15%. Bread 15%. How is it possible if all of these things are up the way they are for you to say inflation is only up 6.5%? Yet if you go to the official versus the shadow stats of how we used to measure inflation, you will notice if you look at the blue versus the red shows that inflation is only 6.5%.
Wow.
The blue, the top, shows we're somewhere between 13 to 14% inflation. But this isn't the only thing that you have to see what happened. Just this year, if you go on the BLS website, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, they announced something very quietly. I don't know if you heard about it or not. Matter of fact, I'd love to know if you heard about it. If you did, comment below. It said, beginning with the January 2023 index scheduled for publication on February 14, 2023, BLS plans to update the spending weights in the calculation of the CPI every year instead of every 2 years. So you may say,
oh, wow.
I don't get it. What's the big deal with that? Let me explain.
So guys, real quickly, he's going to explain in a second. Did you see the change? Did you see the change? So the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, again, that's a government entity, decided in 2022 to change the calculations from the inflation being measured for every 24 months to every 12 months. Now, let's see what was the reasoning why this move was done. Let's go.
Explain to what the big deal of this and just kind of see the optics. If you look at the historical rates, we're just going to go back 5 years. Do you see that? How it goes January, February, March, all the way down to December and the years? So the old way of measuring inflation, let's just look at February of 2023. It says it's 6%, right? So if we do the old way of how much inflation is higher, you would measure it from 6% to February of 2021. And they would have to say inflation is up 4.3% than what it was 2 years ago. Versus the new way of measuring it, they have to go from February, which is 6%, to last year, which was 7.9%, and they get to say the magical words. Look at our policies. Inflation is down 1.9%. And you and I sit there on TV and we hear a president say this, and you say, I don't understand how. How can you say something like this? Well, it is because of our phenomenal policies. Inflation is down. And we have to say, all right, I'm just not feeling it. Maybe it's.
So again, as Patrick just eloquently said, and he said it very astutely using the government's numbers and their verbiage directly from their website, right? They changed the calculations from measuring inflation every 24 months to every 12 months. So they can brag and say, look at our policies, they are working. So now watch this, guys. I want you guys to see this. So we're going to trade this. Now let's go back to the numbers. Let's go back to these numbers, guys. Let's go back to these numbers. Look at the numbers, guys. Look at the numbers. Let's go back to these numbers really quickly. If you see these numbers, now you can say, wait a minute, some ain't making no damn sense. So what ain't making sense, guys? Simple. If you view these numbers again, guys, look at this here. Look at this here. You have 7% inflationary rate. That's over 24 months. And then you go down here, 6.5, and then 3.4, and then 3.3. The change was made in 2022. 2022. So there's been some massaging of the numbers so that the politicians can say, look at our policies, they are working. And then you have people like Patrick, myself, and Dr. Fieldham saying, wait a minute, some ain't making no damn sense. It ain't making sense. How is inflation coming down, but prices are increasingly going up? It's not making any sense. It's because they changed the way they calculated the damn numbers. That's what they did. They finessed you. You were finessed. Yes, you were. You were finessed. That's how this works. You were finessed. This is, when I saw this, guys, I was like, whoa. I was like, wow, wait a minute. And I know some people may not want to hear this type of stuff, but hey, you're going to have to get over it. Put on your big boy pants, guys. This is what's going on. So to answer the question, has the U.S. government manipulated the inflation numbers? The answer is yes, they have. They finessed you. Yes, sir, they did. Yes. Now, okay, now that we see what's going on with the numbers, how these numbers ain't making no damn sense because you've been finessed. They changed what they calculated. All right. Now let's do this shit. Let's go back. Remember, this is about Trump versus Harris on the debate on inflation. All right. So we're about solutions here. So the good thing about it, guys, is we actually had we actually had both candidates kind of talk about what they would do for inflation. So the first person we're going to listen to is Vice President Kamala Harris on inflation. She was asked a question by a reporter about what are her plans addressing inflation. And so we're going to see what she says. All right, let's dive into this. Here we go.
What else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up.
Yep.
And families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
Okay, yeah, inflation.
And we have to understand what that means.
Okay, inflation.
That's about the cost of living going up.
Yeah, inflation.
That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources.
Right, yeah.
That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic,
Okay.
but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously.
Okay.
Very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country.
Okay.
It's a big issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority, therefore.
What else?
So I didn't hear no solution. I heard her talk about inflation. As far as talking about it and how everything is up, we know it's up because we paying for it. So I didn't hear not one solution from Vice President Kamala Harris on the topic of inflation. And the question was specifically, how are you going to address the inflation problem? To be honest with you, that your policies have caused. Not based on what I said, the numbers. The numbers. Even when they massaged the numbers and changed it from 24 months to 12 months, we're still dealing with inflation. There was no answer there. Not one. You talked about inflation. Great, we know it's inflated, and we're paying for it. Where was the solution at? Where was it at? I would say she failed that question. There was nothing talked about concerning inflation. Not one solution. She talked for 1 minute and 8 seconds about it being high. Huh? What is this? All right, and again, trying to be fair, but there was no answer at all to the question of how are you going to address and solve the problem of inflation to make people's life better. Nothing. Now, let's move forward. Now, President Trump, right? He came in, guys, And he actually got the same question from Maria. I can never pronounce her name. Bataroma, whatever her name is. Forgive me, Maria. No problem. Now, she asked him questions concerning inflation, and she pressed him on it. Let's see what he says about it. Let's see what he says about it, and see if he actually answers the question. This is President Donald Trump on inflation. Here we go.
Tell us about your policy plans and how they will impact the lives of American citizens.
So we're going to have more jobs than we've ever had. Look, we had that. Nobody ever had an economy pre-COVID, and then after COVID, we did a phenomenal job. We handed over a stock market. We would have had a depression. I believe if I wasn't president, a couple of people are saying this very strongly now, we would have had a depression like in 1929. That was a bad thing. COVID came in. Nobody knew what it was. Nobody knew how to handle it. We closed it down to China. Governors then made decisions whether they wanted to keep it. Actually, the Republican governors made the right decisions. The Democrat governors closed everything down. It was up to them. It wasn't up to the president.
But you focused on lower taxes and deregulation.
Okay,
Tell us how that leads to job creation.
There we go.
So I cut taxes more than any other president in history, more so than Ronald Reagan. We had the biggest tax cut in history. All of a sudden, and we had business incentive cuts. And they hired people at levels that they've never hired before. As an example, Apple and other companies, they have big money, billions and billions of dollars offshore outside of this country. You couldn't bring it back. There was no mechanism to bring it back. And then the tax was too high. They had to pay like 50% tax. Who's going to do that? And I made it so that they could bring the money back. I made it much simpler, and I also reduced the tax. And the billions of dollars came pouring back into our country, and they were spending the money. So here's what we're doing. We're going to get the first thing, we're going to get energy way down. Drill, baby, drill. Right? We're going to get energy way down. That's going to lead to the inflation. What's killed this country more than anything in the last 3.5 years is inflation inflicted upon this country by Sleepy Joe Biden. The inflation has been a disaster in this country.
It has.
And it's killed the middle class. It's killing the working class. And we're going to get inflation brought down. We have to bring prices down.
How do you do that? How do you get inflation down?
If we bring energy down, other things are going to follow.
So how many jobs do you think can be created by unlocking the energy capacity in America?
Numbers that you haven't seen.
Okay, so now he goes a little bit into energy, which is fine. I like his answer concerning how addressing inflation begins with energy, right? Now, the one thing about Trump is he was talking, which is it can be kind of nerve-wracking sometimes because let me just get to the damn answer. But at the exact same time, he did actually prescribe solutions, drill baby drill, become energy. He even said if you begin to address the energy issue, right, it would then begin to address the inflation issue because our whole economy sits on the foundation of energy. Why? Because of the fact that we're swimming in fossil fuels, which is petroleum and natural gas. We're swimming in it, right? We are actually importing more oil than we are exporting. So that's why he's talking about energy. So he got to the answer, which was fine. It took a little bit long to get to it. You know what I'm talking about? But he got to the answer. But I have to say, concerning comparing him and Vice President Harris, he actually prescribed the solution. All Harris talked about was just inflation is high. Not based on what I said by her own words. So at least Trump actually got some solutions and talked about cutting taxes and to incentivize business to begin to invest so that we can actually have more jobs at the exact same time addressing the energy independence issue, which can then begin to affect the inflation rate, which is actually 100% spot on. So he actually prescribed some sort of solutions. But Kamala Harris, she just talked about inflation is high, like literally. So from the get-go, I gotta say, Trump destroyed it here because he actually had specifics, details, right? He talked a little bit, but more details, right? More sensible details that can be measured. Simple, guys. It is not hard. So on that one, I got to say, when it comes to debating inflation in this segment, I got to say Trump gets an A Kamala Harris gets an F. I mean, when it came to Kamala Harris, man, I mean, I gotta say this here. When it came to her, man, it didn't make no sense what she was saying at all. I mean, so nah, I ain't gonna play Bootsy. No, I'm gonna keep 100. So what I'm saying here, guys, is it's real simple. Trump got an A in his debate. She got an F. I would say Trump he got probably a A minus. You know what I'm saying? But again, he's been interviewed, but he actually asked some specifics. Kamala Harris said nothing, but inflation's high. That's it. That's all she said. Now, let's go here. Don't get mad at me. Now, let's go back here. Now, let's do this here. Let's actually ask. Let's bring in an investor. Everybody knows him, right? Kevin O'Leary. Right, Kevin O'Leary is talking about economic policies, right? So now we're going to talk about even more policies. Kevin O'Leary went on TV and talked about this in depth, right? Let me go here real fast. Let's bring Kevin real fast. Boom, Kevin comes on. Let's see what Kevin talks about real quickly concerning the economic policies. And I want y'all to hear what he's saying about a certain topic. I want you to see if you can catch it. Here we go.
All right, we are 4 minutes into the trading session on this Wednesday morning. Okay, so the Dow's up another 257 points. It continues to come back from that big sell-off on Monday. The Dow fell more than 1,000 points. It climbed back yesterday, seems to be climbing back today. You know, this is a market that is looking for direction. There's a lot of uncertainty out there. Markets do not historically like uncertainty. Kevin O'Leary knows a lot about that. He's the chairman of O'Leary Ventures. He's joining us now. I'm very cautious the way I report what's happening with this market because the headlines are scary, right? I mean, there's this direct tie suddenly to what we're seeing in the stock market to the economy, and we just don't know where this economy is going next. But it has been, I guess, not for the faint of heart. Wobbly. What do you think?
Okay, that's one view. The other view is it's a generic market variety correction because we had some tech stocks trading at a 50 price earnings ratio, extremely elevated, that took a huge correction, and they happen to be such a big part of the capitalization of the S&P 500 that you had that massive correction. I argue this is healthy. This is a good, healthy correction.
It is.
Now, whether it was triggered by Japan or not, big debate, doesn't matter. It's already starting to recover and forces you to think about diversification in your portfolio next time you load up on NVIDIA only.
Well, Sandra was talking a moment ago about how we heard very little about an economic plan under Kamala Harris, Tim Walz's ticket, all right? So here's what we found. Wall Street Journal going back to late July. A lot of things can change, right? But Trump had a clear advantage right now on who is best able to handle the economy by 12 points, 52 to 40. Fox Business headline, Kamala Harris's campaign website has no economic plans.
Wow.
We're just going through it again to the commercial break.
Wow. I'm sorry. Take that in. Vice President Harris' website has no economic plans. We're going to see in a second. No plans at all. None.
It's a bio about her, and it's a bio about her. There is no tab for issues.
It's intentional. She has no intention of putting any policy out there until this convention's over.
Wow.
I'm a very fortunate guy because I'm an investor, and for decades I've been syndicating debt, primarily for real estate. Some of her closest advisors are people I work with in finance. And we're friends. So I call them up and say, hey, listen, you want to talk about policy here? And they said, listen, everything's working right now. We're going to strong arm the press on policy. We don't need to do anything.
Wait. What's everything's working?
The momentum's crazy. The press she's getting right now, she's sucking.
Her campaign.
The campaign.
Okay.
The campaign is working.
Okay.
And there's no reason to sit down with any journalist and talk policy right now because we're in the euphoric stage. They think they can raise up to $300 million before this before this whole thing that's going to happen over the weekend is over. So that's extraordinary amount of money. Then it's time to talk policy. Then it's time to go to the center. Then it's time to talk about border.
All right. So are they telling you where she stands?
No. They're just saying, listen, we don't worry about this right now. We don't have a problem. No problem here, Houston. We're just raising dough. And you got to hand it to her.
Wow.
They're now talking within that campaign about a path to winning that they didn't even see 8 days ago.
Yesterday, Joe Biden was not seen, heard.
So right there, guys, what you kind of see right there is you heard Kevin talk about talking to advisors on the Kamala Harris campaign about during this time before the convention, there will be no discussion on policies at all, no nothing at all, and there will be no sitting down with journalists concerning policy. Nothing at all until after the DNC convention. So he also made a comment concerning the Kamala Harris website, campaign website, has no policies. We're going to see that in a second. But I want you guys to take that in. Someone that's asking for your vote is more concerned about raising dough, which is fine. Raise your money, than to let you know what she stands on issues that affect your life. Like real talk. That is the reality. It's reality, guys. It's reality. Now we're going to vet what Kevin Lear just said, right? To make sure that what he's saying is accurate by looking at the campaign websites. All right. So since he came out and said Kamala Harris's website did not have any policies on it, let's take a look at it and see. You know, we're gonna make sure that what he's saying is spot on. So let's go over to her website really quickly here, guys, and we'll see what's popping. Here we go. All right, guys. As you can see, guys, I'm gonna make it a little bigger for you people. That is Kamala Harris's website. That's her website right there. You see it. Right there, and it says meet Kamala Harris. Okay, yeah, okay. So let's click on that real fast. You can meet her. There we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Nice pictures. All right, go down to the bottom. You see store, donate by mail, frequent asked questions, work with us, your privacy rights, terms and conditions, website accessibility statement. It's okay, no problem with the you got the donate by mail thing here, and where you can find her at on social media. Okay. Let's go back up to the top. Meet Tim Walz. Okay. The vice presidential nominee for the Democrat side. That's him. All right, here we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Nothing there. Okay. Take action. Let's see what take action. Takes action. Okay. All right. You can take action by putting your name, the mobile line up in there. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Now let's go to events. So what's she gonna be at? She's gonna be. They go to events. Phone bank. Look. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. No problem with it all. Let's go back again. Don't see anything with policies yet. Store. Get some of your merch. Okay. Get some of the merch. Okay. Got your yard sign, T-shirt. Okay. That's stickers, and you got your hat there. All right. Look, there we go. All right. Well, I don't see anything at all here, guys, concerning issues or solutions or policies. There's nothing here at all. There's nothing here. Nothing. You can donate. Boom, donate, right? Okay, donate. Okay, it takes you to. Okay, all right. You can donate to the campaign, all right. But there's nothing here about policies, solutions, issues. There's nothing here. Are you comfortable with someone asking for your vote and you don't know where they stand, how they can make your life better, add value to your life? If you're okay with that, hey, Kamala Harris says she's your girl. Because again, not based on what I said, there's nothing here. All right. So now, guys, let's go over to Donald J. Trump's website. Here we go. Let's go to the website. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Boom. Trump fans. All right. Contribute. Platform. Okay. Text rate. Okay. What's platform? Platform. Okay. Platform. Okay. Go platform. What did they say? Let's just read the official 2024 Republican Party platform here. It says President Trump's 20 core promises to make America great again. Oh, damn. Okay. Seal the border and stop the migrant invasion. Carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. end inflation, and make America affordable again. Make America the most dominant energy producer in the world by far. Stop outsourcing and turn the United States into a manufacturing superpower. Large tax cuts for workers and no tax on tips. Says defend our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our fundamental freedoms, including freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to keep and bear arms. Okay, prevent World War III, restore peace in Europe and in the Middle East, and build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our entire country, all made in America. Damn. Okay. End the weaponization of the government against the American people. Stop the migrant crime epidemic. Demolish the foreign drug cartels. Crash gang violence and lock up violent offenders. Rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. Okay. All right. Almost done. Strengthen and modernize our military. Make it without question the strongest and most powerful in the world. Keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. That's big time there, y'all. Fight for and protect Social Security and Medicare with no cuts, including no changes to the retirement age. Interesting. Cancel the electrical vehicle mandate and cut costly, burdensome regulations. I like that part because I'm a businessman. I like that. All right. So let's keep it going. All right. Let's keep it going. Cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, radical gender ideology, and other inappropriate race, sexual, or political content on our children. Keep men out of women's sports. Big issue for a big issue. Deport pro-Hamas radicals and make our college campuses safe and patriotic again. 19. Secure our elections, including same-day voting, voter identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship. And then 20. Unite our country by bringing it new and record levels of success. And then there's a little click here. That's 21 policies. It's clear what his intention is. But it says, read more about the Trump Republican platform. Okay, what's this? And you can download a PDF, and it goes into more details about what it's the same 20. Same 20. Look at this. Look at table of content. Look at this. Look at this. Our commitment. Look at this. Stop illegal immigration. Restore peace through strip. Look at all this. This is, how many pages is this? This is what? This is, go down a little bit, 16 pages of deep detail on these issues here. These issues. So on Trump's side, he actually has at the top, and it's called Agenda 47, at the top of the page, platform. Then he has news and events, get involved, contribute. That's all fine. But it's right here, platform. So on one page, you actually have one candidate on the Republican side, to be honest with you, that you know where he stands, what his agenda is. On the other side, the Kamala Harris side, you have nothing. Nothing at all. Not a damn thing. Nothing. Matter of fact, you actually have Kevin O'Leary saying he's talking to the economic advisors for Vice President Harris, and they've told him that right now we are not going to have any sit-down type of conversations with any reporters at all. There'll be no issues of politics talking about it at all, because our main profession right now until the convention is to raise money. They believe they can raise $300 million, and they probably can. They probably can. But there is nothing on any type of issues. Nothing at all. So here's my conclusion here, guys. If someone is asking for me to vote for them, I have to ask them some questions to make sure that our visions align. Because the scripture says, without a vision, my people perish. So if I don't know what your vision is as a politician, how can I know if we are aligned and you're going to do things that meet my vision, because you're asking for my vote. So I don't think it's wise to vote for someone that you don't know anything about their platform, their policies, the issues that they're going to solve. It is very clear on the Kamala Harris website, Vice President Kamala Harris website. There's nothing concerning any issues, policies, or concerns. Nothing there. Nothing. It's just asking for your money. That's it. That's it. On the Donald Trump website, it's clear. Off the bat, the first tab says platform. So you know where he stands on. You may not agree with him, and that's fine, but you know where he stands on. It's not hard at all. Now, if you vote for somebody and you don't know where they stand, and you're cool with that, you have no right to complain about it at all. If you get broker, if you get unsafer, if things get more expensive, you have no room to complain at all because you voted for it. You voted for somebody that didn't tell you where they stood and how they were going to help solve your problems. Again, this is a partnership between the government, the candidate, and the voter. And if one side of the partnership doesn't show you how they're going to assist in making your life better, do they deserve your vote? In my case, no. That's accident. That's dumb. I mean, this is amazing. When I saw it, I was like, what the heck? Nothing? And then, guys, when I went on to TikTok and I began to talk to people, just engage with it, no problem with it at all. People asked me for my perspective, I give it to them. I actually asked both conservatives, independents, and liberals, right? I asked this question on the liberal side. What policy has Kamala Harris presented to you that has earned your vote? I get crickets all the time. Or I get but Trump. Or I get, I'm still waiting. I'm like, okay, so, and the outcome respond, I say, okay, so you're not going to vote for her? You're not going to vote for it at all? And they say, well, no, but she got my vote. I'm like, I'm confused. Like, why would you, so she shouldn't need to show you nothing at all. And I get anybody but Trump. Anybody but Trump. And if that is your stance, you deserve to be broke. You deserve to be broke. You deserve to pay higher prices. You deserve it. You deserve it. Because Kamala Harris has been kind of vocal on, has been on the side of President Biden and his policies. She's come out and said that their agenda is working. The economy is working. Let's keep 100. On the conservative side, they talk about Agenda 47. And we can get into more detailed discussion about why do you like Agenda 47? How is it going to work? How's it going to do this here? How's it going to have a mass deportation? How's it going to look PR-wise? How are we going to get energy independent again? We get to have a more detailed discussion about President Trump's platform because he has communicated where he stands. It's clear. Now, most on the liberal side tell me I'm not a policy guy. Again, that's fine. No problem. Be okay with being broke. Be okay with paying higher price points. Be okay with that. Don't complain about nothing. Nothing at all. You should be celebrating right now because we are in an inflationary happy economy. This is what President Biden and Kamala Harris ran on in 2019, 2020. They ran on these policies, and they're killing the game. So you should be celebrating. Because why? This is what they said they were going to do, and they did it, and you voted for it. You should be okay with the world being more dangerous. What has been weaker on the world stage? You should be okay with that. This is what they ran on. This is what they said. It's simple. Now, the independents guys, they'll say, well, I'm leaning a little bit toward Trump, or I'm leaning a little bit toward Kamala Harris, and we can have a good discussion about why the leanings. what do they need to see for one of the candidates to earn their vote? More substantial conversations with details. If that makes some sense, guys. So, man, what is the counter move for you? This is called the Countermove Podcast for a reason. All right. You know what we got 3 things we say, guys. Real simple. We say, peep it, sweep it, and keep it, guys. You know what I'm talking about? Peep, sweep, and keep it. So, right now, no matter who you're voting for, you have to examine your current situation. In other words, how is the economy treating you? Are you living your best life now? Are you struggling? Are you liking where we are as a country on a domestic stage, economic stage, and a foreign policy stage, a global stage? Are you okay with that? How is this economy treating you? Are you cool with inflation or not? Right? So, sweep it. What is your strategy moving forward? In two stances. Number one, if you are loving this economy and inflation and everything, hey, don't change. You cool, no problem. But we've been out here complaining. Not one time. Not one time. And if you are not happy, right? What's your strategy moving forward? What are you going to do to ensure that what you're kind of feeling right now doesn't happen again? Or you can catapult forward. What's your strategy moving forward? Right? And I got to ask this question. Is your current approach working or not concerning this topic? If it ain't, you got to change. Putting your head down into the sand will not solve anything at all. It won't. That's simple. Now, and then lastly, keep it. This is my spin. Keep it. You gotta start thinking and voting generationally, because your decisions affect 3 generations. Your vote can affect 3 generations. So yes, you gotta start thinking and voting generationally. How can your vote serve others? Right? Not just you, serve others. Because Zig Ziglar said, if you help someone else get what they want, they'll help you get you what you want. So begin voting from a servant mentality. 3 generations after you. Not just you. Right? And that makes some sense, guys. But man, give me your thoughts, man. Does it make sense at all? And I'll tell you this here, guys. In an inflationary happy society, it is time for you to begin a side hustle. Let me say it again for the folks in the back row. In an inflationary happy economy, because inflation is just a stealth tax, a tax unseen. It is time for you to begin a side hustle. It's very simple. Now, I get asked this question, Liddell, what side hustle should I begin? Guys, a friend of mine and I put together a free video called The Passive Income Blueprints. 3 effective ways to reach $1.5 million in passive income. We examine 3 business models. 3 models. It's free. Just either click on go down below in the description down below. You'll see the link, right? Or what you can do also is scan on the QR code and go see it. It's free, and you get some additional wise counsel on what's out there. But I can tell you right now, guys, in an inflationary happy society, you have got to begin a side hustle. Turn that side hustle into an enterprise, right? An enterprise serves more people, right? An enterprise serves more people. So turn your side hustle into an enterprise, right? Don't just depend on the politician. Matter of fact, if your solution is a politician, you've already failed. You've already failed because they don't have the ultimate authority of your life. You do. You do. It's real simple. So again, click on the link below in the description to watch the free video, or you can scan on the QR code and watch it. Real simple, guys. But guys, man, give me your thoughts. Am I off base? Am I making some sense? Was I fair? Was I biased? Let me know, guys. I'm not above reproach, baby, at all, period. But at the exact same time, I really thought this would be wise to talk about and to begin to vet these candidates on policies, right? Things that are going to assist in making your life better. Also, guys, also, tomorrow at 5 p.m., Cliff and I actually do Real Estate Friday training, guys. Every Friday at 5 p.m. on all platforms, Cliff and I talk specifically about real estate. Real estate. Yeah! So, again, guys, come on in, guys. It's free on all platforms, guys. We talk about the current market analysis. Then we talk about a topic that is hot in the press. And then we talk about the real estate counter move that you can do to implement today to make anywhere from 5, 10, 20 grand a month in real estate, guys. And we talk about different strategies as well. It's free and costs you a dime at all. Come kick it with your partner and Cliff, man, to get it in. Matter of fact, here's a little bit of what we talk about. Here we go. What's good, baby? It's your boy Dale. I'm back in the saddle again. Our motto is to buy, build. We already bought it already, so we already own it, free and clear. Refinance long-term debt, cash flow. That is the motto. Cliff, man, is that a pretty strong motto, man? What do you think?
Man, the model is strong. Like, you're getting each piece of the invest, right?
Guys, again, that's Real Estate Friday live, guys, every Friday at 5 p.m. CST, Central Standard Time, on all platforms. Cliff, a licensed appraiser, and your partner, private equity investor, and real estate developer and financier. We talk about real estate on all levels, commercial, residential, wholesale, you name it. We talk about it all. But guys, man, thank you so much for your time. God bless you. You know I end it every single time, baby, because I look better than you. Don't get mad at me. Talk to God about that thing. Before you leave and while you can, you sit. Take that picture for your mom and the guys. How did you about that? All right, guys. See you guys next week, guys. All right, y'all. Peace.